Hello, hello. Welcome to this episode of the Rogers Radio Podcast. I am your host, Alyssa Rogers, and I have a team member here today, a rock star team member, a team member that's on our leadership team, a team member that just moved to the area not long ago, little over a month ago now. I have Sabren Salti here, our Opportunity Center Manager. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to have you here.
I'm pumped.
You are?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, I'm pumped to have you here because you are lit all the time. So I mean that in the best way. You have the best energy. So I'm excited for everyone to experience your energy today.
Awesome. I'm excited
Yes.
too. I'm excited to be here.
So I like to start this off. Like I said, you've only been here a little over a month now. And it's been a whirlwind of a month. It's been an amazing month having you here. But I want to know kind of your background, your story, and I want everyone else to get to know it, of kind of what led you to Rogers Heating and Cooling.
Yeah. Well, it is definitely a whirlwind of a story, for sure. I started my career in the home services industry after bartending for a heating and cooling company, after bartending with a small locally owned business in Tupelo, Mississippi. And I moved out to Montana, and I was applying for these jobs, just random jobs, of course, restaurant jobs and anything that I could find open. And I found myself at a very sweet heating and cooling company, family owned and operated in Bozeman, Mountain Heating and Cooling.
Yeah.
And they called me in for an interview. I sat with them for 2 hours.
Cool.
And literally just had the best time. I left that day, and they were all that I could think about.
Yeah.
It was just this HVAC, heating and cooling. Never in my life did I think that I would be involved in the trades. And I left there, did a few other interviews, and could not stop thinking about them. I really was just all about Mountain Heating and Cooling, and it was the people that I loved, and I had no idea what anything HVAC related was. But I did a few more interviews. They finally called me like the next day, and they were like, "Hey, we want you." And I said, "Great, because I want you guys too." And I started as a CSR and dispatcher. I did a lot of the service side of things, and I loved it. I loved being in the trades. I think that the biggest thing that impacted me in being a CSR and dispatcher was I really felt like a superhero.
Yes.
I did. I felt like I was saving lives. I felt like I was sending guys out to save lives, and it gets cold in Montana.
Oh, I bet.
Right? It gets really cold. So when it's cold, people are afraid and they're scared of what's going to happen at their homes. So me being able to take care of them over the phone and then sending out like a superhero technician to go out and save the day really made everything great for me now. I left Montana and went back home to Mississippi. Yep. And I was involved with Power Selling Pros. Of course, while I was at Mountain Heating and Cooling, I was being coached by PSP. Yep. And I had this great mentor. Her name was Shelly. I owe my entire career to her. She's just absolutely amazing. But when I told her I was coming back home, she said, we might have an opportunity for you here at Power Selling Pros. I joined on with them and stayed in the trades. Yeah. Which is still so shocking to me, but I still loved it. And I think what I loved most about being with Power Selling Pros is the interaction that I had with people. And I remember I went out to do an in-person training with a group, and it was a larger group of CSRs and dispatchers, and it was an amazing training, but I asked everybody how they felt about it. Yeah. And one of the CSRs said, "I feel like I'm so much more than a person that just takes calls." Oh, yes. Yeah, she said she just felt so important. And I left that training and got into my car and just started bawling, crying, because I felt like I made such a huge impact. And ultimately, it's why I decided to apply here at Rogers because I felt the culture from 600, 700 miles away. And it was that in-person impact that I just wanted to continue to make. And I told you and Joey, like way before this opportunity even came up, that I loved what you guys did for your team and your people. You guys believe in your team and your people, and that's just so important to me. And it's the entire reason that I'm here. Is for the people.
Oh, well, we love having you here. And, we got to know you over a year and a half while you were at PSP and coaching the team. And so it was a very easy transition when you came on board because we felt like we knew you already and you knew the team, and you've been so great with the team since you came here. You came all the way from Mississippi. So I want to know what it's like for you working at Rogers now.
I love it. I really do. I do it for the people. I also remember telling you once that I'm definitely not moving here for the city. Not that there's anything wrong with Little Bitty Sobo. I love it here so far. And it's just been great. The people have been great. It was a smooth transition because I knew the personalities in this office. And I knew how to work with those personalities. And it was a little bit challenging coming in and seeing that personality in person and experiencing even more of those personalities. But that's something I never want them to change about themselves.
No.
Keep your personality how you want to. We're elevating your communication skills. That's all I'm here to do. But working here has been awesome. I have to say, I was so excited about signing day. Because it's blasted all over your social media. So I felt the culture from all the way in Mississippi, and that's why I wanted to be here. And it played out. The culture is here. Like it is here. It is real. It is everything that you see on social media for sure.
And it's so funny you say that because when you said and everyone listening, this is the importance of culture and actually putting it out there for everyone to see and sharing it with the world through social media or whatever channels you want. But when you said that you wanted to come join the Rogers team, I remember telling you, the most exciting thing happening right now is we're getting a Starbucks. We're getting our first Starbucks. This is the most exciting thing. Are you sure you want to do this? And I even told you could come out here and visit to see South Boston, Halifax County before you made the decision. You're like, nope, I'm good. That's the importance of culture and what it'll do, and I'm just so proud of that. And sometimes I have to pinch myself that you're here. So I feel honored that you came for the culture at Rogers and not necessarily where.
I do have good. It's true though. It really is true. I appreciated the offer of bringing me out here, but ultimately it didn't matter where I was. As long as I was with Rogers, as long as I was with you guys, and that's all I really cared about.
So what do you think is making you the most successful here at Rogers?
I think it's leadership. I think it's support. I think that when people have ideas, they're brainstormed and they're heard. And I say this a lot. What can I do to make your life a little easier?
You do.
Right? So I think that a lot of people have kind of adapted that, and it's what can everybody do to make each other's lives a little bit easier. I think that's been really, really helpful to the success here.
Yeah, absolutely. And you are in charge of the heartbeat of Rogers.
And it's my heartbeat.
It is
the heartbeat,
And the Opportunity Center, where all the calls come in. And you have a team of fantastic individuals that are there for the customers at all hours because we do answer the phone 24 hours a day, pretty much, 7 days a week. And so what are your goals for the Opportunity Center here at Rogers?
I do have rock stars. There's no denying that. They are stellar on the phones. Our customers love them. We love our customers, and you can really feel that. And so my goal for them is to just enhance their confidence. I want them to pick up that phone and just believe in every single word that they're saying. When they are building value in what we bring to the table to our customers, I want it to sound like it's coming from the heart. And it is. It totally is. But my goal is for them to just pick up that phone and create the most memorable customer service experience that customer has ever received, so they don't want to call anybody else.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about.
It is about that. And I hear you in there. Mm-hmm. And you're like, where's the empathy?
Yeah.
Where's this? Like holding them accountable, and which is a great thing.
Yeah.
So I want to know, because we're growing. Mm-hmm. Rogers is going to get massive. Mm-hmm. And we're going to be a household name across America. So I want to know what it's like to be led by you, so we can have lots of people come work under you.
What it's led by me. I think that it can be challenging sometimes.
Sure.
And I think that you have to have the right balance of making sure that you're calling people out for the right things.
Yep.
And also celebrating their accomplishments. That is a super stellar call. It sounded amazing.
Yep.
Did you feel like they were reassured, or they felt like we were going to take care of them? And what could you have done to make them feel that way? Mm-hmm. Right? And then it's also about learning and knowing your team's personalities.
Oh, yes.
I've got a great team out there, and they're all different.
Yeah.
So you have to train them different. You have to coach them different, and that's ultimately what makes them successful.
Yep.
And when they know and they can self-discover on their own what can make them better, it makes all of the difference in the world. So I'm not here to say, you suck, this is what you need to do a little bit better, right? It's me sitting here saying and asking questions to get them to say, this is what I could have done.
Yeah.
And so that's a little bit of what it's like. And then a whole lot of hype.
You are the ultimate hype girl.
A whole lot of hype, a whole lot of fun. When we're feeling down, when we're feeling stressed, we are playing Miley Cyrus. We are dancing in there. We are doing what it takes to make sure we can elevate our own mindsets when it's still challenging.
Oh my gosh, talking about the culture you've already created here. I mean, I'm sitting at my desk in this office here, and I hear some Taylor Swift or Miley Cyrus or something playing in the Opportunity Center, and I'm like, let me stop what I'm doing. Let's go have a little dance sesh.
It's huge.
And I go in there, and everyone's dancing, everyone's laughing, and having a great time, and that is what we want here.
Can you imagine them picking up the phone right after that?
I mean, amazing.
Right?
So hype.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
That is, I just love what I'm seeing in the Opportunity Center, and I know that they're so appreciative to have you, and I can't wait to see the team grow and expand even larger under your leadership.
Me too. I can't wait.
So you never thought that you would get into the trades.
No. My gosh. Absolutely not.
Yeah. So, and now you're here.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's an amazing thing that there are so many people that never thought they would get into the trades. I never thought I would either. And then you just kind of stay because it really is amazing, and the growth opportunities are endless. But what advice would you have for someone that is just starting in the trades or wants to join the trades?
I would say join and figure out what it is that you just love to do. If that is meeting people and training people, there's an opportunity for you in the trades. If it's finding people and placing them in certain jobs, there's a place for you in the trades. Whatever it is that your little heart desires, there is a spot for you here. And one of the things that I love about being in the trades so much is I think a lot of us have something in common, and it's that we have all had to work our asses off.
True.
A lot of the times, most of the time, a lot of us have not been given everything. We've all just been working our tails for it.
Yep.
And so I think that creates a little bit of that culture and, just that type of person who is willing to grow and just be the best version of themselves.
So much room for growth.
Yeah, so much room for growth.
And it's not just crawling under houses and in attics. That's a lot of it. Yeah. And there are opportunities there. And we have some rock stars doing that too. Sure. But we definitely, I feel, as an industry, need to talk about all of the opportunities.
Oh, for sure.
And I just think that there are so many throughout the industry, and at Rogers that you can go as far as you want to go.
Absolutely.
So I want to know how it feels for you. I look at you as a leader. You have a lot of people here that look up to you as a leader. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel honored, really, to be looked at as a leader. And sometimes it's a hard to swallow pill to know that you're in a position of making decisions that are sometimes really challenging, or, coaching things that might not be easy, right? And I know that we can all do hard things, right? Like, that's a fact. But to be looked at as a leader it really is. It's honoring, and I'm humbled that anybody would come to me and ask me my opinion or my advice or my direction on things.
Well, I thank you, because it's been a goal of Joey and I's to create a leadership team at Rogers, and we have a solid leadership team.
Solid.
And I just appreciate every single one of you, because you hold us to a higher standard, and that is so important. And you hold us accountable, because there are days where it's like, okay, Alyssa, get it together, or Joey, get it together, or maybe not think about it like that. So thank you for being the leader that you are, because you really do make everyone better.
It's my pleasure.
Through your leadership.
Yeah,
so I wanted you to know that for sure.
Thank you. That's awesome.
What motto do you live by?
I don't know if it's necessarily a motto, but I would say make those mistakes.
That's good.
Make the mistakes, learn from them, and own up to it and admit it when you're wrong, because it only makes you look better and it only makes you feel better. So I'm happy to make mistakes. I'm happy when my team makes mistakes, because when my team says, "Yeah, that was my bad, I messed up," I'm like, "Cool, let's go.
Yes,
let's get it right." So I would say maybe get on a motto, but make the mistakes.
Oh, I love this. Yeah. That is really great.
Yeah.
So we're very goal driven here.
Yeah.
You know that. You're setting goals with your team, with your department, everything. What are your current goals?
My current goals. Personally, buy a boat.
Get it? I mean,
I want a pontoon so bad. Okay, buy a boat.
Yes, I love this.
And professionally, it's really no customer left behind.
Yes.
No customer left behind. And if every day I can make somebody's life just a little bit easier, I'll feel accomplished.
Yes.
No customer left behind.
In a boat.
In a boat.
Well, we need to get to work on that, because summer is coming.
It is, and I'm boat ready.
I mean, we may be able to help out if you put like a Rogers wrap on it or something.
I'll wrap it up. I will wrap it up.
So, of course, the question I ask on every episode.
Woo! I already know. I know it's coming.
I know, because you listen.
Yeah.
And when we talk about Hype Girl.
Yeah.
You always reach out after you listen to episodes, and you tell me what you liked about them, and I appreciate that so much. So thank you for being a listener.
I love the podcast.
Yeah.
Long-time listener.
Yes. Yeah. But I want to know if you could have dinner with one living person.
one living person.
Outside of your family, who would it be?
Outside of my family and friends. You know what, Alyssa? I've heard so many people answer this question in so many different ways. Outside of my friends and my family, my support system, my everything, my entire life. Yeah. I just go to dinner alone.
Do it, girl.
Honestly.
Do it.
Honestly. I mean, those are the people that I would go to. Those are the people that I would choose. Outside of that, I'll enjoy dinner by myself.
Yes. Yeah. And you recommended the book Untamed.
Oh my gosh, I love Untamed. Right? So good.
I literally just read the intro last night.
Yeah.
And the last sentence is, you are a cheetah. You are an effing cheetah.
Yep.
And so, you get it, girl, right?
Yeah.
You are it. And I haven't read the whole book, but I can't wait to dive in more. And thank you for that recommendation. But you are a cheetah. Yeah. You are a rock star.
Hell yeah.
So let's do a little hype session real quick.
Let's do it.
To end this off. All right. Let's hype up Rogers. Why should people come here and join this movement?
Ooh.
Why should they come join your team?
come join my team because it is full of adventure. It's full of laughter. It's full of challenges. Every day is different.
Yes.
If you want to get out of that normal, everyday, same type of feel routine, come to Rogers.
Yes.
Because we're going to challenge your mind every single day. We're going to make it fun, and we're going to be superheroes, and we're going to save lives.
Superheroes!
Let's
go! Guys, are you hyped from this? Because I'm hyped from this. You are the ultimate hype girl. Thank you for being part of the Rogers team.
Glad to be
We're
here.
honored to have you here, and we cannot wait to see how far we grow with you on our team.
Let's go!
So let's get it. Yeah. And thank you, everyone, for listening to the Rogers Radio Podcast. It's been an honor to provide you this episode, and I can't wait to provide you more. We will talk to you next week. Bye!